Hello. Hello guys. Good evening. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anyone, can you please respond? Hello. Can you hear me? Hello guys. Do you hear me? Yeah. So thank you for response. Yes, if anyone unable to hear me, please rejoin. Hear me? Please rejoin. Please rejoin into session. Rejoin into session. Just rejoin. If anyone unable to hear me, just rejoin the session. Okay. Yeah. So let us continue yesterday's session. Yes. Not this one. 1 second. Yesterday's class topics. Yes, 8 p.m. Hadoop. Yeah, this yesterday's Hadoop introduction. What is Hadoop? Next, what is big data? Yes, what is framework? These things yesterday we have discussed. Okay. Yes, different source of big data we discussed. Today topic is big data challenges. What are the challenges of big data here? Data storage, data processing, high-end hardware, very large files, backup and recovery, and disaster management. Big data challenges. Yes, traditional systems are not in a position to face all the challenges. Data storage, data processing, high-end hardware, very large files, backup and recovery, and disaster management. These are the big data challenges. These are the main challenges actually here. Their main challenges. Apart from that, other challenges also available. Other challenges. Yes, we'll see other challenges later here. First of all, these things. These are the main challenges. Okay, main challenges. Yes, traditional systems are not in a position to face all the challenges. For this, Hadoop provides best solution. Hadoop provides best solution for all the challenges. Let us see that. First, let us start with data storage. Start with data storage. Okay, let us start with data storage. Yes, data storage. Yes, in data storage. Yes, traditional systems versus Hadoop. Traditional systems versus Hadoop. Data storage, traditional systems versus Hadoop. First, let us start with traditional systems. How data storage in traditional systems? Same thing, how it is Hadoop here. Let us this comparison. Traditional systems versus Hadoop. So first about data storage in traditional systems. Traditional systems. Okay. So what are the traditional systems? Traditional. So what we are using currently, these are traditional systems. Since last 15-20 years, we are using some databases. Okay, traditional databases. Traditional databases. Traditional databases like Oracle. So Oracle is a traditional database, right? We are storing data. Traditional database are Oracle, MySQL, next Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, yes, Postgres, Oracle, MySQL, Microsoft SQL Server, Postgres, next DB2. Yeah, these are the traditional databases. Okay. Yeah, these traditional databases. How data storing with traditional databases. Okay, right? Let us see that. Data storage. Traditional database. Suppose initially capacity is some 2 TB disk. Traditional storage 2 TB disk. Initially 2 TB storage. Storage is 2 TB. Initially it's a 2 TB storage. Okay, right? Now everyday data generating. Okay, right? Data generating. Maybe after 1 week, 2 TB space filled. Generally, you can traditional systems here. Traditional systems alerts. There are some alerts. Database space reached to 90%. That data volume reached to 90%, then raising alerts. So once raising alerts, if that alert go to database admin on receiving alerts, then you will increase the capacity of this. Maybe 4 TB extending this is. Again filled, yes, increasing volume. Again filled, increasing volume. Again filled, increasing volume. Again filled, increasing volume. Like this, continuously increasing volume, just continuously increasing volume. Initially maybe 2 TB. Okay, so 2 TB disk filled. 2 TB, initially 2 TB, right? Next, once filled, after getting alert message, you will add one more TTP disk. Okay, suppose that is also filled. Next 2 TB, like this, adding plus next 2 TB plus next 2 TB, like this, continuously adding here 2 TB, 2 TB, 2 TB, like this. Yes, how many TBs? What's the maximum capacity here? Yes, initially 2 TB, once filled, making 4 TB, 6 TB, 8 TB, 10 TB, 12 TB. How much? What's the maximum capacity? There's a limit for this. What's the limit? What's the limit for this? This limit, there's a limit. What's the limit on this? So what is limit on this? Yes, let us see that. What is that limit here? Okay, here 2 TB. How attaching to this? Okay, the disk has to attach. Adding disk. DBA. DBA is the responsible. Okay, DBA is responsible. DBA is responsible. DBA is responsible to increase the storage. To increase storage. To increase storage capacity. How we can increase here? How we can increase? Let's see. Yes, computer. Yes, a computer with motherboard. A computer is a motherboard. A computer with motherboard. Motherboard. A computer with motherboard. A computer with motherboard, right? Yeah, this motherboard consists of slots. Let me show the motherboard. Motherboard. Yes, one second. Computer motherboard. If I'm saying motherboard, it shows other electronic devices motherboard. Computer motherboard. Computer motherboard. See, motherboard, right? Computer motherboard. In motherboard, there are some slots like this. Slots called as LUNs. See slots, these like this. Computer motherboard slots, many slots, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. All these slots like this. They are the slots here, like these slots. These slots are called LUNs. In real time, many slots. Okay, they are called LUNs here. LUNs. That computer motherboard. Okay. Yes, there are 12 slots. In your motherboard, there are 12 slots. Motherboard contains of 12 slots. Yes, motherboard. Yes, motherboard. Motherboard. Yes, consists of 12 slots. 12 slots. Slots or LUNs also we can call it. LUNs. 12 slots or LUNs. For each slot, 2 TB disk. Because 2 TB disk available in the market here. Depends on disk availability. 2 TB disk available. Suppose or 1 TB disk. Yes, you can use 1 TB disk or 2 TB disk. Or something like this. Depends on availability. Suppose let us say 2 TB disk is available in the market here. Then 12 LUNs multiplied by 2 is equal to 24 TB. So this is max capacity. That's all. Just you will link, yes, disk connecting the LUNs plug-in with this a cable, disk cable plug-in with LUNs. Once plug-in, active starts working. Then using the storage, right? Increasing storage like this. Okay, 2 TB, 2 TB, 2 TB up to how much here? Totally 12 slots. 12 multiplied by 2, totally 24 TB. Max is 24 TB. Okay. Next, See, motherboard with 12 slots, right? Suppose, yes, high-end system. So this is a high-end system, high-end computer. High-end computer motherboards. High-end computer motherboards consists of 24 slots. High-end motherboards, 24 slots. Then what's the maximum capacity? 24 multiplied by 2 is equal to 48. 48, right? This is high-end motherboards consists of 24 slots. Motherboard 24 slots. That case is 48 TB. 40 TB. Next, very high-end computer. Very high-end computer. Yes, consists of two motherboards. Very high-end two motherboards. Each 24 slots. Very high-end computer consists of two motherboards, each 24 slots. That means two motherboards multiplied by 24 is equal to 48 slots, right? So getting 48 slots. 48 slots, right? 48 slots. Now what's the space here? How much space here? 48 slots multiplied by 2 TB. 2 TB is equal to how much here? 96 TB. This is very high-end system. Very high-end system. Totally here, two motherboards, each with 24 slots, totally 48 slots. So totally 48 slots, right? Totally 48 slots. 48 slots. For 48 slots, 48 multiplied by 2 TB is equal to 96 TB. If it is 2 TB disk, 48 multiplied by 2 TB, then it's a 96 TB. It's a very high-end system. Okay, very high-end system. One more. 48 slots multiplied 10 TB disk. 10 TB disk also available in the market. So it's a 480 TB. It's a 480 TB. Get this heavy load. This is not recommended. Not all recommended. 480 TB. It's not all recommended. Okay. This also we can do, but heavy load on the processor. Single processor. That even dual core also will not work here. Two cores will not work here. It fails. Heavy loads. So this is not recommended. This is increasing volume. Yes, best recommended is 48. This is recommended. Best in real time database servers. Best recommended one is high-end computer with motherboard 24 slots with 2 TB. 48 TB. This is recommended. Okay. Yes. In our data center, that recommended space. 48 TB. We are using 48 TB disk, 48 TB volume in every server. This is recommended. 48 TB is recommended. This is recommended one. Here, so this is increasing capacity here. See, initially 2 TB. Yes, next 4 TB, next 6 TB, 8 like this continuously. So once reached to 90% of storage here, increasing volume, continuously increasing up to 48, right? Yes, increasing volume of the server called as vertical scaling. This is called vertically increasing, vertical scaling. This is called vertical scaling. Okay, traditional systems follows vertical scaling in the storage. Okay, traditional systems, traditional database follows vertical scaling in data storage. Vertical scaling. Okay, it's entry question. Can you differentiate vertical scaling and horizontal scaling? Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. Question is, can you differentiate vertical scaling and horizontal scaling? That's a question. Traditional systems follows vertical scaling. So what is vertical scaling? Let us see. What is vertical scaling? Vertical scaling, yes, it is a process. Of increasing volume of server. It's a process of increasing volume of server. Increasing volume of server here. Vertical scaling. It's a process of increasing volume of server. It's a vertical scaling. Okay, just we are increasing volume. Yes, initially volume may be 2 dB here, 2 dB increasing. Just remember like this, vertically increasing, right? It's a vertical scaling. Okay, so traditional systems follows vertical scaling. Right, okay, next Hadoop storage. Yes, Hadoop storage. Now storage in this Hadoop data storage. Hadoop data storage. Hadoop data storage. Hadoop data storage. Traditional systems follows vertical scaling. Hadoop data storage. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. What is horizontal? Let us have a discussion on this. Horizontal. Horizontal scaling. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling here. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. What is horizontal scaling here? Yes, horizontal scaling. Horizontal scaling is like this. Suppose initially server with some 10 dB. For example, initially server with 10 dB here. One server 10 dB. Suppose once 10 dB filled, then in Hadoop, adding one more server. We will add one more server. First, initially one server. Suppose the server is filled. Okay, even server filled here, they won't increase capacity here. Yes, in place of increasing, they will add one more server. Hadoop admin will add one more server. So this is filled here, adding one more server. If it is filled, adding one more server. If it is filled, adding one more server. Just increasing number of servers. It's a horizontal scaling. In Hadoop, increasing number of servers rather than increasing volume. In traditional systems, increasing volume. Traditional systems increasing volume. In traditional systems, increasing volume. But in Hadoop, what happens? Increasing number of servers. Okay. So first initially server here. So once filled, yes, attaching one more server. This is filled here, adding one more server. Next, adding one more server. As all are having equal capacity. Suppose it's 10 dB. This is 10 dB. This is also 10 dB. Suppose it's 20 dB. Next server also must be same capacity 20 dB. Next also must be 20 dB. Next also is 20 dB. Next, every server must have equal amount of space, equal amount of volume here. That is balanced cluster. Otherwise, because imbalanced here. Okay, there's imbalanced cluster here. So every server must have same capacity. That is balanced cluster. Otherwise, imbalanced. Yes, balanced, imbalanced. Later we'll discuss. Wait. So Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. So Hadoop, yes, Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. So what is horizontal scaling? Yes, horizontal scaling. It's a process of increasing number of servers. Horizontal scaling is a process. It's a process of increasing, yes, increasing number of servers. Number of servers. Increasing number of servers. Vertical scaling is a process of increasing number of servers. Rather, yes, rather increasing volume. Rather increasing volume. Increasing volume. Okay. So horizontal scaling is a process of increasing number of servers rather than increasing volume. This is horizontal scaling. Yes, compulsory question, compulsory interview question. Vertical scaling and horizontal scaling. Can you differentiate vertical and horizontal scaling here? Vertical scaling is a process of increasing volume of server. Increasing volume of one server is a vertical scaling. What is horizontal? Increasing number of servers. Yes, in case of increasing volume of server here, increasing number of servers. Increasing number of servers is a horizontal scaling. Increasing volume of the existing server is a vertical scaling. Yes, increasing number of servers, adding servers continuously is a horizontal scaling. Hadoop follows horizontal scaling. Okay, fine. Now let us how that adding servers. Let us see. Yes, Hadoop. How data storing to Hadoop here. Okay, how data storing to Hadoop. Okay, yes. Let data storage in Hadoop here. For this, we should discuss about Hadoop cluster. We should discuss about Hadoop cluster. Okay. So what is Hadoop here? Now see Hadoop. 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 Yes. There are two core modules in Hadoop here. Hadoop. Yes. Now let us start Hadoop here. There are two core modules in Hadoop here. There are two core modules in Hadoop. There are two core modules in Hadoop. There are two core modules in Hadoop. First one, HDFS. HDFS. Okay, HDFS, Hadoop Hadoop distributed file system. Hadoop distributed file system. HDFS stands for Hadoop distributed file system. HDFS means Hadoop distributed file system. Hadoop distributed file system. Second one, MapReduce. Okay, means MapReduce. MapReduce. Simply MapReduce calling here. MapReduce model. HDFS model, MapReduce model. Mapper and reducer. Mapper and reducer. Okay. So what is HDFS? What is MapReduce? Let us see. HDFS. Now what is HDFS? HDFS is a file system. HDFS is a file system. File system to store data. To store big data. To store big data. Yes. HDFS is a file system to store big data. HDFS is a file system to store big data. Yes, what is MapReduce? So what is MapReduce? MapReduce, these are Java programs. These are Java programs. They're Java programs to process data, to process data, to process big data, Okay. So HDFS is a file system to store big data. MapReduce, these are the Java programs. These are Java programs to process big data. Okay. So HDFS is like a backend, storage, like a backend. What is backend? Storage, right? MapReduce to process data like a front end. This is like a front end. Okay. So here, storage and processing. HDFS like a backend to store data. MapReduce is like a front end to process the data. Okay. Now let us start with the HDFS. What is the HDFS? Later we'll see MapReduce. HDFS. Hadoop distributed file system. Yes, HDFS stands for Hadoop distributed file system. Hadoop distributed file system. Okay. Hadoop distributed file system. Now what is DFS? First of all, Hadoop, okay, fine. Now what is DFS? What is distributed file system? That is the question here. What is distributed file system? Okay, let us see. File systems. Yes, Windows file system. Yes, it's a old systems are FAT32 old versions old version of Windows. Okay, old versions like Windows 95, next Windows 98, FAT32. Next NTFS. Latest version is NTFS, like Windows NT. Yes, Windows XP. Next Windows 7. Next Windows 8. Windows 10. Next Windows 12. These are latest one here. Windows FAT32 file allocation table. Windows file system FAT32 file allocation table. Old version follows FAT concept here. Yes, new version follows NTFS. Networking technology file system. NTFS. Next, Linux. Come to Linux base here. Linux base. Yes, file system ext2, ext2. Next ext3. Next ext4. Yes, ext4. Second extended, third extended, and fourth extended. Now latest Linux is fourth extended. ext4 is the recent file system. Recent one. This is recent one. ext4 fourth extended. Okay. Yes. So latest version of Linux. Yes, Linux is with ext4. Okay. Yes, maybe asking what's a file system with Windows base? Yes, NTFS. Say NTFS. Don't say FAT32. It's old one. NTFS. Linux is ext4. Next, Hadoop. Third one, Hadoop. When come to Hadoop here, It's a DFS concept. Hadoop following DFS. DFS, distributed file system. Hadoop is a DFS. Now, what's the difference between traditional file system and DFS? Okay, Windows and Linux are traditional file systems. These are traditional. They are traditional file systems. Traditional file systems. Traditional file systems. Yes, Hadoop is a DFS. Hadoop following DFS, distributed file system. Now, what's the difference between traditional file system and distributed file system? See, traditional file system. Traditional file system may be Windows or Linux here. In traditional file system, yes, one file, a file store into only one computer. Yes, a file storing into only one computer here. Storing into only one computer. A file storing, yes, a file storing into only one computer. Only one computer. Only one computer. Okay. A file storing into only one computer. Yes, file cannot break. File cannot break. File cannot break. File cannot break. Okay. In traditional system, files cannot break here. We can't break the files here. In traditional system, files cannot break here. One file on only one computer. If file storing on only one computer, maybe Windows file system or Linux file system. That file storing on only one computer that can't break. Next, DFS. When computer distributed, in distributed file system, what happens here? Distributed file system. Distributed file system. Yes, in distributed file system here, file split into multiple parts. A file in distributed file system, a file split into multiple parts, split into multiple parts, and distributing onto multiple computers network here. A file is breaking into multiple parts, split into multiple parts. In distributed file system, one file, a file split into multiple parts and distributed onto multiple computers, in the network, That network is nothing but cluster in the network. That this is okay. A file split into multiple parts and distributing onto multiple computers network. That is the DFS concept here. Distributed file system, distributed data storage, file breaking into multiple parts, and file breaking into multiple parts and distributing onto multiple nodes in the cluster, multiple nodes in the network. And again, yes, when come to Hadoop here, HDFS. In HDFS, what happens here? Yes, in HDFS file system here, yes, in HDFS here, a file split into multiple blocks. Here, file splitting into multiple blocks here, multiple blocks. File divides into multiple blocks. If in HDFS, a file split into multiple blocks and distributed onto multiple nodes in the cluster. What is cluster? We'll discuss now. Yes, in HDFS, a file split into multiple blocks and distributed onto multiple nodes in the cluster. Right, okay. Now, what is Hadoop cluster? Let us see. Yes, Hadoop cluster. Yes, about Hadoop cluster architecture. Yes, architecture. Architecture of Hadoop cluster. Yes, now we'll see high level architecture, not low level. Low level later. Yes, high level architecture. High level architecture. Yes, low level later we'll discuss. After finishing Hadoop setup, we'll go for the low level architecture. First, we should finish that setup. Once you finish, you can understand low level. Low level later we'll discuss. Yes, architecture of Hadoop cluster. Yes, Hadoop how do we say master and slave architecture? How do we say master and slave architecture? Master and slave architecture. Okay, master and slave architecture. Okay, master and slave architecture. Yes, what is master and slave architecture? Let us see. Master and slave. Okay, master. Yes, there is a master node, master computer. Yes, name node is a master here. Name node, it's a master. Name node. Okay, it's a master. So name node, it's a master. So name node is a master. It's a master computer. Name node, right? It's a master. Next, slaves. There are slaves. Save nodes. What are some data nodes? Data nodes. Data node 1. It's a slave. Data node 1. Next data node 2. Yes, in shortcut form DN1, DN2. Data node 2. Data node 3. Next data node 4. Data node 5. Data node 6. Data node 7. Like this up to number of data nodes. Mean number of data nodes. Data node 1. Data node 2. Data node 3. Yes, next 4. Next 5. Yes, like this, multiple data nodes. So data node n number of data nodes. So they are called slave. They are slave machines, master and slave. How do we say master and slave architecture? How do we say master and slave architecture? So this is master. Yes, here this is master. It's a master. This is master. Okay, it's a master node. Next, all these are slave nodes. Slave nodes. What is master? What is slave here? Master is like a manager, slave is like a employee. Master is like a manager. Master is like a manager. Slave is like a employee. They're all their slave nodes. These are slave nodes here. These are slave nodes. Slave nodes. All these are slave nodes. Slave nodes. Okay, these are slave nodes. So master is like a manager. Slave is like a employee. See, manager give the instruction to employees. Employees have to work as per manager instructions, right? So manager giving instructions, employees have to work. Same. Name node giving instruction to all the data nodes. Now these data nodes have to work as per the instructions of name nodes. Okay. Now see these data nodes, every data node communicates with name nodes. Yes, what type of communication we'll discuss next, not now, later. Yes, all the data nodes communicates with name nodes. Every data nodes communicating with the network. It's a network here. It's network. In the network, all the data nodes communicating with name nodes. So this is master and slave architecture. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, by mistake. Open. Now, are you able to see that webcam is not showing, right? Okay. Fine. Now is it okay? Yeah, my mistake. Who opened? Okay. Now you see me. Webcam is not open, right? It's closed. Okay. Yes, I have not opened. Why? How it's open? Generally, I will not use webcam. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Naveen. Yeah. Yes. Let us continue. Why this is asking to share? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let us continue. Yes. Hadoop is a master and slave architecture. Master and slave architecture. Okay. Yes. Name nodes. Data node 1, data node 2, data node 3, data node 4, like this. Multiple data nodes, right? Like this. Okay. It's a master and slave architecture. Right? Yes. Now, data storage. Let us see data storage. So this is master and slave architecture. Name nodes. Name node is a main controller in the Hadoop. Every request goes to name nodes. Okay. That end user request. Yes, end user request. End user request. Yes, goes to name nodes. End user request. That end user request. Yes, end user request. Maybe data. Maybe data loading request. Data loading or job submission. Data loading or job submission. Data loading or job submission. Yes, end user request. Maybe data loading or job submission. That request goes to name nodes. Okay. Yes. Yes. End user request simply goes to yes name nodes. Data loading or job submission. Data loading or job submission. That request goes to name nodes. Now on receiving request, what happens here? First, let us see data loading. Yes, our topic is first data storage, right? Storage topic. In Hadoop data storage. Data storage. Okay, so data loading. The data loading request goes to name nodes. Suppose loading some data. Suppose loading some file one. Some file one, loading some file. File one with 100 GB data. 100 GB data storage. How that data storage takes place? How that storage get 100 GB data? File one with 100 GB data loading into Hadoop cluster. This whole thing is called as Hadoop cluster. Okay, it's a Hadoop cluster. It's a Hadoop cluster here. Yes, what is cluster? Cluster is a group of computers. Okay, it's a Hadoop cluster. Like Hadoop cluster, maybe other cluster, maybe one more cluster like this. It's a group of computers working same network. All are working on the same network. All are working on same network. All are working on same computer. Sorry, all are working on same network. Suppose file one with 100 GB data loading the cluster. How it loads? Let us see. File one with 100 GB. So first of all, file divides. File divides into multiple blocks. File divides into multiple blocks. Multiple blocks. Now, what is block here? First of all, file divides into multiple blocks. See, name node takes the file and divides into multiple blocks. Divides into multiple blocks. What is block? See, hard disk. Let us take hard disk here. Hard disk. Yes, in every node there is a hard disk. Every node there is a hard disk. Every node. These data nodes for the data story, actual data of the file. Data node is for the actual data of the file. Data node storing actual data of the file. Actual data storing here. Actual data storing here. So every node contains hard disk. Here there is a hard disk. Next here it's a hard disk. Now here it's a hard disk. Next here it's a hard disk. Next here it's a hard disk. In every node there is a hard disk. That node means computer. Node means computer. Once again. So data center. Let me show the data center. How do data center? See, Hadoop data center is like this. Data center. Racks. First rack, next rack, next rack, next rack. Like all data centers like this. All data centers. Data center. All computers placing. All the computers here. All the computers here. Data center computers. Network edge. It's a cluster. The cluster divides into multiple racks. In cluster, many number of racks. All together is one cluster. Exactly what is cluster? I'll explain. Just wait. It's a group of computers connected in the same network. Group of computers connected in the same network. So node one, node like this, multiple nodes, hard disk. Next, every node there is a hard disk. Yes, hard disk divides into hard disk. Hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Divides into hard disk divides. Yes, hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Multiple blocks. Hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Divides into multiple blocks. Hard disk, first of all, hard disk divides into multiple blocks here. That hard disk. Maybe traditional file system hard disk or Hadoop hard disk. Any case. Okay. No. Each node is not a rack. On rack placing one computer is a node. See, this is rack. See, like a supermarket. In supermarket there are some racks, right? Same as that here. But these are special edition racks. Racks. Here computers placing. Here computers keeping computers. Like a books rack, right? We are keeping books. Like that here also keeping computers. Here computers, here computers, here computers like this. All the computers. Okay. All computers. Yes, one rack can have around 100 computers. This rack with 100 computers, this is rack. In that rack, 100, maybe 10 computers, 10 like this. Placing all the computers, many number of computers, rack. It's a big rack. In this, all the computers placing here. Okay. Yes, all the computers placing here. Yes, maybe 100 computers each rack. Next 100, next 100, next 100 like this. Okay. Yes, one rack contains multiple, many computers, 100 computers, even big rack with 200 computers also. Rack contains computers, all interconnected, network in network, all network here. Okay. So rack contains computers. Like this, maybe multiple racks together is a cluster. Cluster contains racks. Cluster contains racks. Cluster divides in racks. Racks contains what? Computers. Computer contains what? Disk. That's it here. This whole thing is cluster. In cluster, rack 1, rack 2, rack 3, rack 4 like this. Cluster contains racks. Each rack is computers. Computer contains what? Hard disk. That's it here. Hard disk. Okay. Here that hard disk is for what? Storage, data storage. Hard disk using for data storage. Okay. So hard disk divides into multiple blocks. Now what is block here? Let us see about block here. Block. See, these are hard disk blocks. Like block 1. Like block 1. Yes, block 2. Yes, next block 3. Yes, block 4. like this multiple blocks, block 4 like this, multiple blocks, maybe block n, block n. These blocks are depends on volume. This number of blocks depends on volume of disk here. Block n. Okay, block n, right? Block 1, block 2, block 3, block 4, up to number of blocks like this. Okay, what is exactly block? What is size of each block here? Size of each block. See, hard disk divides into multiple blocks. In this block, storing data, actual data of the file. Blocks contains actual data of the file. Blocks contains actual data of the file. Actual data of the file. Blocks contains actual data of the file. Okay. Now, what is size of each block? Question is, what is size of each block? Each block. What is size of each block? Okay. It depends on file system. It depends on file system. Depends on file system. It depends on file system. Depends on file system. Size of each block depends on file system. Size of each block depends on file system. Okay. See, traditional file systems. In traditional file systems. Okay. Yes, in traditional file systems. Like Windows and Linux. Windows Linux size of each block is equal to only 4 KB, just 4 KB. Size of each block equal to 4 KB, just only 4 KB, just 4 KB. That means 4096 bytes. That's it. 4096 bytes. In traditional file systems like Windows, Linux, size of each block equal to 4 KB. 4 KB means 4096 bytes. 4096 bytes. That's the case of traditional file system. When come to Hadoop here, Hadoop, yes, as per Hadoop 100x version, yes, 100x version, yes, default size of each block, default size of each block is equal to 64 MB, MBs, not KBs. 4 KB is small disk, small block here, but in Hadoop it is very big one. Why so big? Why so large? I'll explain later. Wait. Default size of each block equals 64 MB. Okay, right? Yes, it can be configured. It can be configured. It can be configured to 128 MB. Default size of each block is 64 MB. Default size of each block is 64 MB. It can be configured to 128 MB. We can make it 128 also. This is okay. Default is 64. We can make it 128. Why so large? The topic we'll see next year. So these are case of Hadoop 100x version. Next, second version of Hadoop. Yes, or 2.x or 3.x, third version. 3.x is not a stable version, released but not stable. Yes, we are using second version of 2.7.2, 2.7.2. Okay, even we are also going to work with 2.7.2. The default size of each block equals 64 MB. Here, this case 128 MB. In second version of Hadoop, it's 128. Okay, in second version, default size of each block equals 128. It can be configured up to 256. Double, we can make it double. In 100x version, 64 MB here, that we can make it 128. We can make it double. In second version of third version, default is 128. That we can make it 256. So this is 128, 128, 128 like this, right? 128 like this. These blocks are 128. Each size of each block is 128. Okay. Now Hadoop data nodes. Yes, hard disk. These hard disk with the blocks 128, 128, 128 or 64 like that. Okay. Now loading file with 100 GB data. Yes, loading file with 100 GB data here. Yes, now yes, loading file 1 with 100 GB data. Loading file 1 with 100 GB data. Yes. Now this one has to divide into multiple blocks. Yes, name nodes divides 100 GB data, 100 GB data into multiple blocks, multiple blocks, and distribute onto multiple nodes, and distribute onto multiple nodes in classical. So name node divides 100 GB data into multiple blocks and distribute onto multiple nodes. Yes, what is distribution strategy? I will explain here. Multiple nodes in the cluster. Node is nothing but computer. Node means computer. Node is different, rack is different. Rack contains nodes. Node means computer. Each computer called as node is a Hadoop terminology. Node is a Hadoop terminology. So you can name node divides 100 GB data into multiple blocks here. Okay. Name node divides 100 GB data into multiple blocks and distribute onto multiple nodes in the cluster. Right? Yes, 100 GB data is equal to how many blocks? There's a question here. How many blocks? Let us calculate. How many blocks? Yes, 1 GB equal to 1024 MB, right? 1 GB equal to 1024 MB. Yes, as per Hadoop 2, we are going to work on Hadoop second version here. So as per Hadoop 2 here, size of each block is equal to 128 MB, right? It's a 128 MB. Size of each block. That means 1 GB is equal to how many blocks? 1 GB equal to how many blocks? That is question here. 1 GB equal to how many blocks? Now 1 GB means 1024 MB. So 1024 MB divided by 1024 MB divided by 128, right? This equal 8. See this calculator. So 1024 divided by 128 is equal to this is. So 0.8125, right? This is okay. This is clear. Means 8 blocks. 1 second. Sorry. 1024 divided by 128. 8 blocks. It's 8 blocks. So these 8 blocks, right? It's 8 blocks. 1 GB equal to 8 blocks. Then 100 GB equal to how many blocks? 800 blocks. Yes. 100 GB equal to 800 blocks. That file data, 100 GB data file loading. When loading 100 GB data, dividing into multiple blocks means, first of all, disk divides into blocks. Disk partitions that makes the block like first block, next block like this. Block taking one, it makes one block. Okay, in that block, storing all data. Block. Okay, it's a block. They call it block. Disk divides into blocks. First block this much of data. Next block this much of data. Next block like this. Each block all are equal amount of size. Yes, in file traditional file system size of each block is 4 KB. 4 KB is one block. Why blocks? Reason is here. While transferring data, at a time whole is top to bottom at a time cannot transfer it. What happens here? Reading one block of data, delivering. Next, reading second block of data, delivering. Reading third block of data, delivering it. So how much amount has to deliver at a time? 4 KB in traditional systems. If it is Hadoop, 128, next 128, next one, that is nothing but block. 128. Just chunks, nothing but chunks. Hard disk divides chunks are blocks. So first 128 reading and delivering. Next 128 delivering. Next 128 like this. Like that. Like just assume like a box. Okay, in hard disk contains multiple blocks and multiple boxes. Just assume like a box. In that box 128 MB. Next box 128 MB. Next box 128 like this. Okay. Yes. So you get this 100 GB equal to 800 blocks, right? Okay. Now what's the distribution strategy? Distribution 800 blocks storing into where here multiple nodes. It will distribute in multiple nodes. Suppose here size of this 100 GB. So first node is having 1 TB free space. First node, in first node there is a 1 TB free space. First node itself is having 1 TB free space. Even it's having 1 TB free space, it won't store 100 GB into this. Now this having 1 TB free space, assume that it's having 1 TB free space. So even having 1 TB free space, even have the 1 TB free space here, it won't store all the 100 GB data in the single node. That is not Hadoop policy. Hadoop is always, it's a called distributed data storage. Distributed data storage. Reason I'll tell you. Just wait. Now 100 GB data distributing onto multiple nodes in the cluster. Yes, what's the distribution strategy? Let us see. Distribution. Yes. Yes, distribution. Distribution policy. So what's the distribution policy here? Policy. Yes. 5% of total data. 5% of total data. Total data. Distributing onto each node. Distributing onto each node. Each node. So 5% of total data distributing on each node. 5% of total data means 5% of 100% means what? 20 nights. 20 means that means nothing but is a 20 nodes. Default is 20 nodes. Okay. Some big data is there. Maybe distributing onto 40 nodes. The strategy changes. Very big data getting maybe 40 nodes using. Very huge file maybe 60 or 70 nodes. One file storing in multiple computers. Small file means less number of nodes. Big data, very big data file, more number of nodes. Yes, when file size increasing, here, automatically, yes, automatically here the number of nodes increasing here. There's nothing but auto scaling. Hadoop follows auto scaling concept here. When data increasing, number of nodes increasing automatically. It's auto scaling here. Okay. Yes. Now 5% of total data. So here, what is total data? 800 blocks, right? 800 blocks. 5% of 800 blocks. Okay. 0.05 multiplied by 800 is equal to say 40 blocks. 40 blocks. It's a 40 blocks, right? So what happens here? No name nodes takes first 40 blocks of data storing into first node. First node 40 blocks. Suppose second node. Yes. Suppose no free space available. Then third node 40 blocks. Fourth node. Suppose in fourth node. In this, suppose 100 blocks of free space available, but it won't use 100 blocks, only 40. Equal distribution. Yes, Hadoop will maintain equal distribution balanced cluster. Yeah, this data node is having 100 blocks, even 100 blocks free space, it use only 40 blocks. Okay, suppose in this node, only 30 blocks available. That case, you skip that node, it won't use 40 required exactly. 40, 40, 40, 40, equal distribution here. So next to 40, 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 equal distribution. On every node, it will distribute equally. Okay. Example is 100 GB data equally distributing onto multiple nodes cluster. That cluster is called balanced cluster. So distributing unevenly here. There's not a balanced one here. Okay, distributing equally here. Distributing equally. Like 40 blocks, 40, 40, 40, 40 likes. Okay, see. This node 1 TB free space available. What is size of it? Only 100 GB. So this node is capable of storing entire file data. Even capable of storing 100 GB data, it won't take it here. It won't. Name node always it will try to distribute on multiple nodes in cluster. This is. So file 1 distributed over. Next file. When load next file, again this same distribution strategy. Next file, same distribution strategy. Okay. Suppose historical data loading the cluster. Historical data. Suppose 2010 year data loaded. Suppose currently cluster capacity 100 nodes cluster. Cluster is 100 nodes cluster. Assume that cluster is 100 nodes cluster. 100 nodes. Yes, 100 nodes multiplied by around 50 TB. Yes, recommended 48 TB we discussed, right? Recommended 48 TB. So around 50 TB. 50 multiplied by 100. So 50 means this much of TB is equal to how much here? 5 petabytes. That cluster capacity 5 petabytes. Each computer 50 TB, 100 computers. So 100 computers, 500 terabytes here. That means 5 petabytes of data. 5 petabytes of data. Now, historical data loading the cluster. Historical data. So 2010 year data loaded. 2011 data loaded. 2012 data loaded. 2013 data loaded. Of loading 2013 data here, cluster field. Next, still data there. 2010 loaded, 2011 loaded, 2012 data, all the years of data loading cluster, because backup is a backup data. Backup data, business analysis purpose, all the data must be available in the live. Live data should be live here. See, backup data is offline data, right? It's not online data. Backup data is offline. That all the offline data has to come to live. Otherwise, how can you prepare the generate report? To generate report, that should come to live. All the data should come to live. Once data come to live, the report includes can access and taking data, right? The data should come to live here. So live. Now, for live purpose, storing 2010 data, loading 2012, 2013 like this. Suppose field 100 nodes cluster field here. Cluster field. Still data is there. Still 6 years of data is there. Means now cluster facing big data problem. Data is a more than capacity of cluster, right? Data, the what are data loading? The data more than the capacity of cluster. Now cluster facing big data problem. Hadoop also facing big data problem. In that case, what is solution? What solution? Once the cluster fill here, now Hadoop admin can add some more computers, maybe 4 or 5 computers, depends on requirements. Now 5 computers adding to existing cluster. Without disturbing existing cluster, you can add 4 computers or 5 computers. So these are the filled here. Again, you can add 5 more computers. These are also filled here. Next 5 computers. Like this continuously. These are also filled here. So these are also filled. So next like this. So 1 second. So 5 computers or 4 something like this. So first filled here. 4 added. Filled. Adding 4. So these are also filled. Adding next 4 or 5 here. Maybe 10 also. The depends on requirements. Next adding next 4. Like this you can add nodes continuously. Continuously adding nodes. Continuously here. Like this how many? Yes, maximum number of nodes. Maximum number of without disturbing existing cluster. Hadoop admin can add nodes continuously. So maximum number of nodes in a cluster. Maximum number of nodes in a cluster. How many computers can be added here? In a cluster is equal to here. Is equal to, yes, Hadoop 1.x version is a 4,000 computers. Okay, Hadoop second version, yes, 10,000 computers. 10,000 computers. In a cluster up to 4,000 computers. 1.x is 4,000. Second version is 10,000. 10,000 computers, up to 10,000 computers. Suppose 10,000 cluster also filled. Okay, suppose cluster filled. Cluster, for example, cluster filled. Cluster fields. That case, we can configure one more cluster. Okay, once cluster field here, once cluster fields, yes, we can configure one more cluster. We can configure one more cluster with 10,000 computers. With 10,000 computers. 10,000 nodes, right? Suppose second cluster also filled, then third cluster. So first cluster, second cluster fields, yes, third cluster fields. Yes, like this, how many here? Max number of clusters, 17 clusters. Up to 17 clusters you can here. You can configure up to 17 here. Max number of clusters. Max number of number of clusters that can be configured is equal to 70 clusters. Okay, so in a data center, how many nodes totally here? Total number of nodes are computers. Nodes are computers in a cluster. Yes, in data center, not cluster, data center. In data center is equal to, 17 clusters multiplied by 10,000 is equal to here. Yes, 1,70,000, right? 1,70,000. Yes, in 1,70,000 here, how much data we can store? Okay, 1,70,000 computers, how much data? So 1,70,000 multiplied by 50 TB recommended space. 50 TB recommended. So 1,70,000 multiplied by 50 TB is equal to, yes, this much, right? Equal this much. So this much, right? Equal this much. Yeah, this equal to this much of terabyte, right? This value equal to how many petabytes here? Not 50 GB, 50 TB, 50 TB. Each system 50 TB, not GB. GB is very less space. TB, 24 TB, 48 TB recommended. It's a TB, not GB. It's a TB. Yes, 50 GB is very small. One computer with only one computer. Our computers, GBs. Okay. Our computer is having 1 TB, right? Minimum 1 TB. Our computer is very small computer, very small storage, 1 TB, 2 TB, right? But real time, how many GBs? TBs. Okay, 50 GB space means very small storage, right? In our computer, we are having how much? 2 TB capacity disk, right? 2 TB disk we are maintaining. But real time, how it is 50 GB? Okay, yes, no. Now TB here. So terabytes, this much of terabytes of data. This is equal to here, how much? 8,500 petabytes of data. 8,500 petabytes of data. So divided by 1024 is equal to 8,300 petabytes of data. 8,300 petabytes of data. Okay. Next, in Facebook, generating 4 petabytes of data per day, divided by 4. Then how many days? 2,070. Yes, in a data center, Facebook can maintain 2,000 days of data. 2,000 days divided by 365 is equal to how much here? 5.6 means around 6 years of data. Facebook can manage 6 years of data in a data center. That's it. Okay, Facebook can manage 6 years of data in a data center. So 8,500 petabytes of data, right? Okay, so that is like this. So Facebook can manage 6 years of data in the data center. That's it. So this is right. Yes. So unlimited storage. So this is also filled. 17 classes completed. They can build. Facebook can build one more data center. That is also filled. They can go for one more data center. Unlimited data. There is no limit on this. Unlimited. Even huge amount of data also stored into Hadoop cluster. There is no limit. There is no limit on storage. This is solution from the Hadoop. Okay. So what is first challenge? Yes, data storage. Data storage. Data storage. Yes, in Hadoop here, once a cluster filled, we can add some more node. By adding nodes continuously, we can store huge amount of data. Unlimited data also can be stored here. There is no limit on this. Okay. Yes, each cluster 10,000 computers. Next cluster 10,000. Next cluster 10,000. Like this, 17 clusters. 1,70,000 computers. Huge data center, right? Yes, there is no limit on this. There is no limit on storage. That is a solution from the Hadoop. By adding nodes to existing cluster, we can store any amount of data. So Hadoop is capable of storing unlimited data. That problem solved, right? That problem solved. Next, about data processing. Yes, how Hadoop can process huge amount of data, big data processing. Okay. Yeah, these are same. We'll discuss. Traditional system data processing, Hadoop data processing. We should compare these two. Yes, I'll compare these two. Traditional systems data processing, Hadoop data processing. Yeah, the topic tomorrow will continue. Right? Yes. Any doubts for today? Any doubts for today? If no doubts, let us wind up the session. Yes, you understanding very clearly what I'm saying? My explanation, is it clear? Hello. I hope everyone understanding very clearly. Okay. Yeah. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Yes, here every day session recording. Every session recording I'm saving. Recordings available tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll share it. I'll share the recordings. Till now, what I discussed here, I'll share the recordings tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, I'll share it. After finishing class, tomorrow, I'll share it. Right? Yeah. So thank you. See you tomorrow.